So, ladies and gentlemen, today is a very sad day for Canada, for hockey fans across the nation, for fans of the Winnipeg Jets, for fans of Team Canada, and fans of all ages of this gentleman who died way too soon today after a long battle with cancer. Today we're going to talk about the legendary Dale Hawerchuk. Now, Dale Hawerchuk was born April 4th, 1963 in Toronto, Ontario. Now, he played in the NHL for 16 seasons as a member of the Winnipeg Jets, the NHL version, the Buffalo Sabres, St. Louis Blues, and the Philadelphia Flyers. He was a player when drafted first overall, changed the fortunes of teams in the Western Conference into Jets. They were struggling as a franchise in the NHL, but as soon as he arrived, they became playoff and later cup contenders. He won the NHL's Calder Memorial Trophy in 1982 as Rookie of the Year, and was elected to the Hockey Hall of Fame in his second year of eligibility in 2001. Now, post playing career, he served as a head coach of the Great Barrie Colts of the OHL from 2010 to 2019. Now, to say Hawerchuk was a young prodigy would be an understatement. According to published reports, he received his first pair of skates at the age of 2, and according to his father, was skating before he could walk. Now, he began competitive hockey at age 4, and he showed Wayne Gretzky-type skills almost immediately. He first came to prominence at a Quebec International Pee Wee Hockey Tournament when he scored all 8 goals during an 8-1 victory for his team in the finals, smashing the record set by, of all people, Guy Lafleur. By age 15, the perennial superstar OHL squad, the Oshawa Generals, offered him a tryout, though he did not make the team. But in 1979, he was selected 6th overall by the Cornwall Royals of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, and he became somewhat of a rarity as he was an Anglophone-born Toronto player starring in the Francophone QMJHL. Now, in his first campaign with Cornwall, he recorded 103 points and was named Rookie of the Year. He was also playoff MVP and led the Royals to the Memorial Cup Championships. Now, in his second junior year, he notched 81 goals and had 183 points and helped the Royals to their second consecutive Memorial Cup title. That Royals team is still considered a top 5 junior team in Canadian history. That season, he was named a QMJHL's first team All-Star, the Canadian Major Junior Player of the Year, and a Memorial Cup MVP. Now, the Jets selected Hawerchuk first overall in the entry draft. It was a big draft, and he was drafted ahead of Ron Francis, Grant Fuhr, and Chris Chelios. Now, Hawerchuk immediately became Winnipeg's star attraction, leading the Jets to what was at the time the largest single-season turnaround in NHL history. The 80-81 team was terrible, but this squad was really reaching for the stars. It had a 48-point improvement. He became the youngest NHL player in history to reach 100 points. Now, that's a record since been broken by the great Sidney Crosby in 2006. And like I said, he won the Calder that year, and he also played in the All-Star game. Now, Hawerchuk recorded 91 points in his second season, then hit the 100-plus point plateau for the next 5 years, including a career-high 53 goals and 130 points in 84-85. Now, his fortunes changed during the 1980 NHL entry draft as Hawerchuk was involved in a blockbuster trade, along with Winnipeg's first-round choice, which ended up being 14 overall pick Brad May in the draft. He was dealt to the Sabres in exchange for Phil Housley, Scott O'Neill, Jeff Parker, and Buffalo's first-round choice, which ended up Keith Tkachuk. Now, over the next 4 years, he recorded no fewer than 86 points. His point totals fell off during an injury plague and lockout-shortened 94-95 season. In 95, he signed with the resurgent St. Louis Blues, recording 41 points in 67 games before a trade to the Flyers in March of that year. He finished the season strongly, scoring 20 points in the season's final 16 games and adding 12 points in the playoffs. The next season, which was injury-plagued, he did manage 34 points and played in his 5th All-Star game. Hawerchuk announced a retirement from the game following the 1997 season at age 34 due to a degenerative left hip. His appearance with the Flyers at the 97 finals of the Stanley Cup marked the only time any of his teams advanced past the second round of the playoffs. Now, he was also well known for playing for numerous Team Canada sides, and he was unofficially called Captain Canada. In the World Junior Championships in 81, he had 5 goals and 4 assists for 9 points. At the World Championships for Canada in 82, he had 3 goals and assists in 10 games. 86 World Championships, he had 2 goals and 4 assists in 6 games. Rendezvous 87, the All-Star crossover against the Russians, a goal in 2 games. For Team Canada, Canada Cup, which Canada won, of course, 4 goals and 2 assists for 6 points. At the World Championships in 89, 4 goals and 8 assists for 12 points. And 91 at the Lindros Canada Cup, where he had some playing time with the big one. 2 goals and 3 assists for 5 games. Internationally, in 52 games for Team Canada, 20 goals, 23 assists for 43 points. Now, again, like I said, playing in the 87 Canada Cup tournament, probably the greatest Team Canada of all time. He had a goal and 2 assists in the decisive 3rd game of the Canada Cup final against the Soviets. Late in the 3rd period, he probably won the greatest face-off in Team Canada history, and it led to the most famous goal as he forwarded the puck to Mario Lemieux. He did a pick on a Russian player and allowed Lemieux to take Gretzky's pass in the slot for the series winner. Now, Hawerchuk was named Canada's MVP for that decisive game, and many media remarked on his ability in the series to switch from being a goal scorer to a mucker and a grinder. Now, in a poll of NHL general managers during the mid-80s asking them to select a player he would start a franchise with, Hawerchuk was voted 3rd behind Gretzky and Paul Coffey. His beautiful totals in his career, devastatingly high, 518 goals, 891 assists, and 1,409 points, which left him 18 on the career NHL points list. And like I said, the nomination in 2001. Now, the Phoenix Coyotes, who he never played for, but where the Jets had moved to after the franchise, not say folded, but shifted, retired Hawerchuk's number 10 during the 06-07 NHL season. Now, after hockey, he became the president, director of hockey operations, and primary owner of the Ontario Provincial Junior A Hockey League's Orangeville Crushers in 2007, and left his position in 2010. But on June 4, 2010, the Barrie Colts of the OHL named Hawerchuk as their head coach and director of hockey operations. Now, the 2011 season was a rebuilding one for the Colts, as the team went 15-49-2-2. But in his second year, in 2012, he had a record, just like the Winnipeg turnaround, of 40-23-2. And unfortunately, medical situations appeared. He went for a checkup, but he had to take a leave of absence in 2009 from the team for health reasons, and it was later shown to be a very virulent form of stomach cancer. Unfortunately, Hawerchuk died today on August 18th, 2020. Now, from a personal level, as a member of the media, I can tell you what Dale Hawerchuk means to Canadian hockey fans. He was just as important as all the great hockey stars of the 72 Summit Series, as the Bobby Hull, Gordie Howe years of the WHA, of the Francophone explosion of the late 70s, early 80s, with Savard and Lafleur and Bossy. He's probably the best player never to win a Stanley Cup. He's probably going down in history, as this is hard to believe, as one of the most underrated players of all time in any sport, and probably the most well-liked. When you say the words Dale Hawerchuk, 2 things come to mind: class and talent, or a classy talent. There's not one shift that Dale Hawerchuk took that he wasn't doing something either important or meaningful for the game of hockey. Now, let's just look at the awards, and they're lengthy. Now, 1980, the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League Rookie of the Year. Guilford Trophy that year as playoff MVP in the Q. A Q Championship 80 and 81. Memorial Cup 80 and 81. Memorial Cup All-Star First Team 80 and 81. Jean Beliveau Trophy. Q Scoring Champion 81. The Q First All-Star Team 81. The Michel Briere Memorial Trophy. Q Player of the Year 1981. Stafford Smythe Memorial Trophy. Memorial Cup MVP 81. CHL Player of the Year 81. 5 All-Star Game appearances, 82, 85, 86, 88, 97. Calder winner, 82. World Championship bronze, 82 and 86. World Championship silver, 89. NHL Second Team All-Star center, 85. Canada Cup titles, 87 and 91. First player to reach 1,000 career NHL games before 31. Hockey Hall of Fame, 2001. Honor member of the Manitoba Hockey Hall of Fame. Inducted in the Buffalo Sabres Hall of Fame 2011. On April 5th, again, he was inducted in the Phoenix Coyotes Ring of Honor along with Bobby Hull and Thomas Steen. Now, Hawerchuk's number was retired in Coyotes apparel, despite the fact that Hawerchuk never played in Phoenix. And all of his time was a team in the Winnipeg. But again, the stats are just tremendous. But the playoff totals are very impressive as well. We talked about his 1,409 points. He had 99 playoff points in 97 games, a point-a-game pace. Now, with the Barrie Colts, he made playoffs 6 times in his career coaching. Now, what will Dale Hawerchuk's legacy be? Well, if every player or every coach could be like Dale Hawerchuk, to be a bigger and better program. Hawerchuk could have done anything in his career. He gave literally 5 decades to hockey at every level, and his passing, we didn't know really how sick he was until, not say the very end, but in recent weeks, because numerous announcers on the HNIC and Sportsnet showcases on the weekend mentioned that he was in bad shape, but we didn't know how bad he was. So Dale Hawerchuk, on a personal level, I was very honored a few years ago to purchase one of your autograph cards. I was impressed with the fact that we were talking amongst ourselves, my media pals, what you meant to Team Canada, and the fact was, you know, if you're going to pick a Team Canada in the 80s, you had to have Dale Hawerchuk. My only regret, you never won a World Championship title. But, but the Stanley Cup, my God, wouldn't that be beautiful? I think in heaven, I hope there's a heaven where players like you who should have rose the Stanley Cup can, hold it and say, you never won it, but you deserved it, is what we're saying. Anyway, rest in peace, my friend, and there's better times are coming for us all, hopefully. Anyway, thanks for listening. Bye.